Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Our anti-British Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, has admitted that knife crime is far too high, but won't answer questions on the Huntingdon attacker on the train. She faced questions, and it came out that the Cambridgeshire Police received multiple 999 calls to three separate incidents prior to the train before this man with a knife, who is not in any way a terrorist, Allah Akbar, began randomly attacking passengers on an East Coast Railway main line going to London. And they have reports that he was saying Allah Akbar, but apparently it's not enough. They can stop Tommy Robinson because of his phone. That was terrorism. That was thankfully not. We've done the video, but a man stabbing people and shouting Allah Akbar is not apparently terrorism. But the man stormed into a Peterborough barbershop wielding a knife. This came 15 minutes after a 14-year-old boy was stabbed nearly in the town centre. Not stabbed nearly, was stabbed nearby the town centre. And the man then returned to the station following morning, once more branding this knife. Same guy. These attacks on the train have prompted renewed fears over the UK's ability to tackle what they're calling knife crime, but I'd like to call it terrorism. Mahmood, responding to a question from the Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp, said, "I agree knife crime is far too high. This government is impatient to do everything it can to eliminate knife crime. We've set ourselves an ambitious target and made some progress, although I agree there's much more to be done. No, if you wanted to stop knife crime, and I'm sorry to say it, you need to stop those who carry the knives, and predominantly we know who they are, because they are predominantly not white. Unfortunately, the police don't want to do that because they'll look racist. But that's the point, because you're going to tackle the problem. If I said to you, if I was to target black men for stop and search, you'd say, that's racist. If I was to say to you, we have a plan that will eliminate the death or cut down on the massive numbers of deaths of young black men, you'd think, that sounds good. But if I then told you what we're going to do to cut the deaths of young black men is to stop and search black men, you'd go, because on the left they're going, want to save black men's life, got to stop black men, because predominantly young black men are killed predominantly by other young black men. That's not a statement I'm coming up with. No, they are official government figures. It sounds racist to say this, but it isn't. It really isn't. What do you say? Here's the thing. Who are the biggest drink drivers? Me. Not me particularly, but middle-aged white men. Middle-aged white men are the biggest section of drink drivers. And do the police target middle-aged white men? Yes, they do. Does anyone go, that's racism? No, they don't. So apply the same rules. Anyway, so she was in there. I've just got back and went on a distraction on that one. But, she's talking about, we can do this and do that. Facial recognition technology. That's a bullshit, right? And I'm going to tell you exactly why that's bullshit. And it's black faces again. Do you know that non-whites on facial recognition has a massive problem with non-white faces? It's very weird, but it's true. It's brilliant against white faces, but not against non-white faces. For some reason, and nobody's really entirely sure, they keep tweaking it, but for some reason it doesn't work very well. So that's bullshit as well, isn't it? She's described it as an isolated attack. How's it isolated when you attacked a boy and a man the day before, then 10 people on the train? That's not an isolated attack. And then there's been other stabbings in between and since. These aren't isolated attacks. I'm not saying it's coordinated, but it seems to be very much. You can't have 1,000 lone wolves. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this guy, Anthony Williams, he's 32, he's charged with 10 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of possession of a knife, and 1 count of actual bodily harm in connection. He's also charged with attempted murder after an alleged knife attack in East London 18 hours earlier. You see what I mean? It's not isolated when he's doing this. Anyway, she's saying that, terror. I'm not going to talk about him. I'm going to talk about knife crime in general. Would not talk about him. She did go on to praise those on the train who attempted to stand up to him, but would not talk about him. And the reason, of course, is Allah Akbar. We have a Home Secretary who has said that her religion is above all else. So not the care of the people of this country, not serving this country. No, her religion. And of course, if this guy did, as it's claimed, say Allah Akbar, then that's really putting her in a position. She's now got to say, oh yes, well, terrorism's bad. Islamic terrorism is bad. I've got to go to the mosque. Oh no. And it puts her in that position, and that's why she shouldn't be in that position. She is compromised by her beliefs. Do you agree or not? Let me know. Thanks a lot. Bye.